Hi, I'm Rachel Lynn, and I am going to go over my December budget. It has been a while since I have done a budget. I normally do a monthly budget, but I've been off of YouTube for a little bit. If you want to know why, you can check out my November 2020 life update video that I just posted. But just moving on, December is a new month, and it is time to get my budget in order. And so I hope that this inspires you to get your December budget together so that you have control over your money rather than allowing your money to control what you can and cannot do. You should control where your money goes so that you can do the things that you want to do. Although I don't know if you're like me, not many of us are doing much of anything because of all of the quarantines and lockdowns. At least my state is basically back in quarantine again. So anyway, there's not a whole lot to do, but I should still do a budget and keep things straight. So my budget is pretty new. In my life update, I also kind of announced that I am buying a house. So that is something new. So this month is, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't know how December is going to go because I don't think I have to like pay mortgage the first month that I buy the house. So I don't even know. I have no idea how this is going to work, and I'm going to have to put together a whole new budget. But for right now, I'm just going to base my budget based on everything else that's been going on, and I'm not going to worry about a mortgage payment because I don't think that'll start until at least January. Let's see, because anyway, the way that all that works, and you should stay tuned for all of the saga that was finding a house for me. So I'll be posting about that soon, but let's go ahead and look at the budget. So the last budget that I actually did for YouTube was back in July, and I didn't think that I actually entered things into my budget in July, but apparently I did. So let's take a look at that. So this is my July 2020 budget, and I'm not going to go over it and recap it like I normally would, but I just wanted to show you that I did actually enter stuff in here, and look at this, making extra money from the census. This is how I was able to save up for a down payment on a house so quickly after paying not what I thought was $15,000 but $16,000 towards my student loans. I did that in June or July, and look at that. I mean, I made $3,500, almost $3,600 in July, and I don't even know, I don't even think that this finishes out the month. I think I just kind of stopped halfway through the month entering things. So yeah, I kind of lost track there at the end, like towards the end of the month. So I don't see anything that is entered after like July 19th. So I definitely made more money than $3,500 in that month. So anyway, that's just kind of at least half of the month anyway, what I spent in July. But I'm going to go on and make a new month. So what I do for each month is I keep this in Google Docs so that I can access it anywhere. And what I do is I just copy it and then I will paste it in here. And I have like a new tab down at the bottom. You can't see it down at the bottom, but I have tabs down here for each month. And then once I put my new budget in, then I go in here and I just clear everything out from where I entered it. So this is all connected over here. You can see that like disappear when I delete all of that. I think that's pretty much it. Down here, I keep a kind of like a buffer in my main bank account of $200. I don't want to go over. My sinking funds are completely different. That's going to have to be a whole other video issue that I will deal with later. But for right now, I'm not going to worry about my sinking funds because that's not even what's in there. So anyway, I had to change the month from July to December. What the heck am I doing? Okay, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Man, it's been way too long. December 2020, last month of 2020. I am so done with this year. I know we all are, but yeah. So things are a bit different, but I'm not going to change too much right now until I really know what's going on with my bills. I know that this is going to come out way off. I'll probably have to do a couple of budget adjustments throughout the month because, like I said, I'm buying a house. I close on the house on December 1st, so Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. And then as far as like bills and utilities, that's going to be a whole other issue because I'll be setting things up, which always costs a lot more when you set things up for the first time. So for right now, I'm just going to pretend like I still live at home with my dad and that everything is normal. Um, and then I will just adjust my budget as I go throughout the month, and I will kind of like keep you updated with it too. So my church giving, I give $150 a month. That is not going to change. That's going to stay the same. My rent is $200. I don't think my dad's going to make me pay rent for the month of December because I will be a homeowner, and even though I won't be fully moved out, I'll have my own place, and so I don't think he's going to make me pay that. But I am going to keep that. I'm going to keep it like it is for right now, I guess. My graduate loan payment, that is actually on pause right now, and I think I will have to start paying that again in not December. This is December. Oh my gosh, in January. I think I'm gonna have to start paying that back in January. But I have it automatically transfer over to another account, and so that money is still going away each month. So I'm gonna keep that on there. I am not going to have an extra student loan payment because that money right there is gonna be going towards setting up utilities and everything that I need. So I'm gonna take that out. My extra checking account, that's not something that I don't do anything with that. My sinking funds, I'm going to keep that at 250, but like I said, that's something that's going to have to be adjusted and moved, and I don't know if I'm going to be adding more or less money or the same money but in different categories. So that's going to be changing, but for right now I'm just going to leave it the same. My subscriptions, that is Netflix, and that is also, what else do I pay in there? My, I don't even remember. My HP Instant Ink, and then I have like Apple Storage that is 99 cents a month, and I feel like there's something else. No, I feel like there's something else. I'm just gonna leave it like it is. I think there might be another subscription charge that is involved in that, but I can't remember what it is. So I have it written out somewhere, but I'm not going to go finding it right now. So my Verizon bill is $54 a month. That should be staying the same. Gas money is about $50 a month, which that's probably good. That's like a fill up 2 times in a month, so every 2 weeks, and actually maybe even a third fill up because when gas prices are low, then I can actually fill up for less than $20. So I'm just going to leave that like it is as well. Groceries, that's something that's going to have to go up because I'm going to be buying a lot of groceries. So going forward, living on my own, I am upping my grocery budget. Instead of just kind of like breakfast and lunches as needed at school, I'm going to have to be paying for most of my own food, and I'll also be like stocking an empty pantry. Like I have nothing. Nothing at all. So my monthly budget for groceries, I think, is going to be $250. That's what I kind of planned on doing. My teaching budget, so if you don't know, I'm a teacher, and I normally give myself about $60 a month to spend on classroom supplies and things that I need or things that I want for my class. I'm actually going to bring this amount down to $50 because I really haven't been spending too much on that, and I'm doing a really good job with keeping that spending under control, not spending things if I don't need to. Although it is Christmas, so I might be buying Christmas gifts. Actually, that would come from my gifts sinking fund, so I'm not going to worry about that. My spending money is $60 a month. I'm gonna leave that alone. I think that's gonna stay the same. My restaurant budget is $40 a month. That's for eating out fast food. I'm probably gonna eat a little bit out as I am moving, and until things get uncovered from like, I don't know what's what or what's where as far as my own kitchen supplies. So I am going to need some restaurant money in there. And then my health budget, that is $50 a month to buy things for being more healthy. I have not been using this at all for months. I mean, like probably even since I originally put it in my budget. So I am actually going to delete this and get rid of that completely for right now. That was originally intended to maybe buy, I don't know, like fitness things that I might want. And it was also intended to eventually join a gym. So this was my thought back in like January. I thought I might join a gym come the summertime, but with quarantine and lockdowns and gyms being closed, that never happened. And right now that's still not going to happen. So I'm going to take that out of my budget for right now. It might go back in there eventually, but for right now, that actually saves me $50 a month to not have that in there. And I need all the money I can get right now being in quarantine. So right now, my base budget is $1,205.97. That is how much I need for... That doesn't seem to come out right. Is that right? All right, well, I just did the math on it, and it is right. I don't know why it seems so much higher. I don't know. Anyway, so that is my base budget on things that I know that I will be spending on. I really don't know how to do a budget when I'm like in the midst of moving from my parents' house to my own place and setting everything up. So I think I'm going to have to spend a lot of time in my budget this month, just kind of like rearranging and adjusting things. And I'll also be doing another budget setting up what my utilities are going to be. So we'll have to, I don't know, we'll have to see how that goes. So this is my budget for now. Oh gosh, I'm sorry it's so small. I didn't even think about that. There we go. So I'm so sorry about that. So here is my budget. So church, $150, rent, $200, even though I don't think I'm going to have to pay all that. Graduate loan payment, that will get transferred at the beginning of the month regardless. I won't make any extra payment on my student loans because all of that money is going to go to setting up bills for the month and possibly buying some things that I need. I'm going to really try to keep that spending under control. And then there is the extra checking account. That's nothing. That's never anything. My sinking funds, my subscriptions, Verizon, gas, groceries, teaching, spending, restaurants. And that leaves me with, I have $1,001.79 left over for setting up bills, anything else that I might need. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I do also have money in reserve in sinking funds and saved up that's not going to be eaten up by closing costs. I do have some money left over just in case there are some things that I need. So some money could come from that rather than my monthly budget. But that is kind of where I'm at right now. I really hope that setting up utilities does not cost $1,000. I have set up utilities in apartments before, but never in a house. So this is new for me. And I've almost always just been able to like transfer some of my utilities. So very rarely have I had to like start completely new with all utilities. And yeah, so that's going to make a difference too. So, and I've never had to pay for garbage before, so that's all new. Like this is all new for me. So, hopefully setting up utilities costs less than $1,000 and I will stay under budget for the month and then still have some money left over. So this is where I stand right now, and that's it. So I hope that you are getting your budget together for the month of December and are ready to go and prepared. So even if you don't know how the month is going to look, like I don't, you can still plan and prepare and then just know that you're going to have to update throughout. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to update throughout the month just as I go. As something comes up, I'm going to have to go in and change and update. And I'm okay with that. I'm very, very used to my budget and comfortable with my budget, even though I haven't been following my budget or, well, I've been following my budget, I guess, I guess you can say that, because I just know my budget so well that I just wasn't updating it and keeping track of everything. So I know that I was spending more than I probably would have normally if I tracked everything, because when you see it all, then it's like, whoa, I need to stop spending. So it is important to keep track of everything. But I'm also used to living very well below my means, and also not having anywhere to go or anything to do has been helpful as well. And then, of course, I had a second job with the census office all the way up until the middle of October, which kept my income very high, well, much higher than normal, and my outgo was still very low. So, anyway, I didn't keep up with my budget, but I still did pretty well in saving money and staying well below my means. And then now I'm back to kind of keeping track of everything, and that's going to be really, really, really important now that I am buying a house. I have a lot more bills than I used to have, and I have a mortgage payment that I've never had before. I've had rent payment before, but not a mortgage. So mortgage is, yeah, it's pretty important. Rent's important too, but my budget is going to be very, very different going forward, and this month it's going to change, and next month it's going to change, and you'll just, I hope that you'll be here with me for the journey and the progression, and hopefully I can inspire you to save money and just do better financially, because that's something that I used to struggle with, and I still do from time to time. And so we're all in this together, and we'll make it through. So that's it for today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.